Welcome to the episode on downloading some extra tools for Kali Linux. So we're going to actually just work on installing WebGoat on our Kali Linux. WebGoat's an application where we can attack it using SQL injections and other kind of web-based sort of attacks. And we might download some other tools as well while we're at it. But first, we need to download Docker containers. To do that, I need to put this on the internet. So I'll have to go back. Metasploitable we won't need in this episode. So I'll just minimize that. We won't need that. So I'll just move that to the side there and I'll just close these off. Go back to VirtualBox and then we're going to put Kali Linux on the bridged adapter. I'm going to go straight to my home network. It'll get a new IP address and it will no longer be able to connect to Kali Linux for now. And that's fine. I'm happy with that. I can live with that for now. Let's have a look at the IP address to see if that's changed yet. Looks like it's the same. So I might just right click the networking button there and take the enable off, right click and then enable it again. We should get a new IP address. Or not, maybe it will, there we go. I mean, we should, that's correct. That's the perfect thing that we need. Okay, so that's now it's in my normal networking infrastructure, my home network. So first thing what we need to do before we install any tools is we will have to do a sudo apt update. So I need to update all the packages, repositories. So it should take some time. And once we do that, then we can go ahead and install the tools that I'd like to install into this. So I'm just going to press pause and I'll come back once that's finished. Okay, so that's done now. So now we're going to install Docker. Now Docker is a container kind of system where instead of installing the whole software on Kali Linux, which is messy and tricky, we just create this container that works straight away and we can turn it on and off. It's really awesome. So let's go over to sudo apt install docker.io and that should install the things that we need to get this lab underway. Once we do that, then I'm going to install WebGoat, which will be in a container form. Instead of installing the whole thing from compiling it and running it, it's a bit messy. So this way it will make it a lot easier for us. But I'm just going to put pause again because this might take a while. Awesome. So now we can go ahead and actually before we install WebGoat, we need to enable Docker. Sorry, a couple more steps actually. Sudo systemctl enable docker --now. So that's enabled. Now we'll have to run Docker to see if it's actually running. I think we might have to. Yeah, I think it looks like we have to run sudo in front of that. So if you don't want to run sudo, for example, if I do sudo docker start, yep, it's oh well, I need to start the Docker containers when I get there. But if that's annoying, then you can add your username, and Kali is the username here. Sudo Kali, sorry, no, not quite. Sudo usermod -a G for golf docker, and then I'll do the user, which is Kali. Sorry, I think it's just user. Nope. You know what? Capital letters. There we go. So now I don't need to run as sudo anymore, or super user do. And I think that's quite handy. All right, perfect. So now that's done, we can go ahead and install WebGoat. Hopefully this is going to work. Now I'll try to copy and paste, but VirtualBox is really, really annoying when it comes to this kind of thing. It might not let me, yeah, so it looks like I'll have to type this. Paste clipboard. No, there it is. It did. It worked for me. I think I had an issue with on Mac OS. It won't let me. But in any case, we will run that. So that's going to set up our WebGoat container. Oh, permission denied. So I actually have to run a sudo in front of this. Unable to find. That's fine. It's going to go out to the internet and grab. That's why we need the internet to be connected, so you can actually download these files. After we install WebGoat, we're going to install Juice Shop, another application that we'll be using to perform our pen testing on web applications. We can use this same lab later for our network pen testing as well, if you'd like to, on VirtualBox. So I'm not a big fan of VirtualBox, but everyone is using it. So I have to get out of my little sort of stubbornness and start using VirtualBox. No, that's fine. You know, it happens. You have to do things, you know, that you don't particularly want to do, but everyone else does. So WebGoat is working fine. Now we need to test this once it's installed. Still going. So it says password admin, that's good to know. Okay, so please browse to this link here. Not very helpful though, but I'll show you what to do next. Just copy this selection, just maximize that. Yep, okay. Still probably running in the background. I don't have a lot of patience, so I like to try to push it to see if that works, and it never works. But let's we'll wait for that to run. I might put some more RAM into this Kali Linux machine because it looks like it's running a bit hard. You can see up there's a bit of up and down going on. But to access WebGoat, I right-click that link I put in, but I'll put localhost here instead, or just local. So it looks like it hasn't quite completed its setup yet. Localhost, sorry. Yeah, still thinking. Oh, there we go. So we've got WebGoat up and running. We're going to do some demonstrations on WebGoat later, but WebGoat is an application where we can attack it. We can hack into it. We'll also be doing that we'll be hacking into the Metasploitable virtual machine that we had before. I'll show you how to do that in a second. But that's all I need from there for now. Awesome. So we'll leave that running. Okay, and we'll right click and open a new tab somewhere. A new tab. Nope, no. Maybe we'll just have to right click on the top, or you know, just open a new terminal. Bit slow, isn't it? Okay, beautiful. So now what we want to do is install Juice Shop. Now Juice Shop is another web application that we can use to attack websites. But it's like a website that has flaws in it. It's vulnerable already. So this is going to be good practice. Once we do a few of these tasks, you know, we might be ready for the hack the box activities. Who knows? Maybe we can do a series on that. That'll be fun, actually. All right, so we will do this sudo apt install juice shop. Fingers crossed. Kali. Yes. And it'll download the app, the tools that we need. We'll we might we do have Burp Suite because that's the tool that we're going to use predominantly. Let me just see if I've got it already installed. If not, I might as well go ahead and install Burp Suite now. But it should come. It should be installed as part of Kali, but you never know. Yeah, looks like I'm pushing it too hard. Okay. Where are you, Burp Suite? Yeah, there it is. That's fine. I've got it. So I don't need to download that. So we'll wait for that to finish. We'll test it. Then in the next episode, we're actually going to do our first web attack, which will be fun. I can't wait. We're going to use tools like Nikto to scan the web server. We're going to do an SQL injection attack. Oh wow! What else are we going to do? We are going to, trying to there's so many. I've just, I don't know. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. Let's have a look. What can we actually do? We're going with Burp Suite. We'll be able to inspect the headers for HTTP. We'll examine OWASP security headers as well. We'll do a web server scanner software demonstration using Burp Suite and Nikto, and then we'll do a derb scanner. What else? Wow, lots and lots of stuff. So let's still going. There's a lot there to go through. We'll do a SQL map as well. Actually, that's a good tool. SQL map is really good. It scans the website for vulnerabilities, so that'll be nice. All right, so it's 26. I'm going to pause this video so you don't have to wait. Okay, so we got to this section here. It says that the daemons are using outdated libraries. That's fine. Just tab to OK. Press OK, and that'll continue to install. I'll pause and come back in a second. Okay, so we're getting some advice that we should be rebooting. So let's do that. Actually, what I might do first, I'll do a sudo apt update because I've updated some software. Maybe even do an upgrade as well. Yeah, we'll do a sudo apt upgrade while we're at it. So this is going to take some additional time. Probably should have done this earlier, but that's okay. We'll do it now. And we'll also reboot the machine as well. So I'm just going to wait for that. That should take about 5-10 minutes. Okay, so after some maybe 30 minutes, took a long time, we get to this page here, and what you need to do is just select, okay, if you get this, by the way, and then and it just tells me all the packages that should be restarted. Click OK, and it'll restart the package. And then I'm going to start to think about perhaps even restarting this machine after it finishes. So let's just wait for this to finish. Okay, perfect. I'm going to reboot this machine now. So sudo. Actually, I'm going to power off because I want to change the RAM. Sudo power off. That'll turn this virtual machine off, and then I will increase the RAM a bit. It just took too long. So if we go to VMware, sorry, a VirtualBox, then we'll right click here and setting, unless that's still running. That's still running. We'll have to wait for it to finish, but yep, there we go. Right click, settings. Let's increase the RAM. There's 2 gig. Should have been enough, but yeah, I've got plenty of RAM, so I can increase that, no problems. Okay. I might even give it more CPU power as well. No, it's got enough CPU. 2 should be enough. Ironically, shouldn't really give it too much CPU. Number of CPUs, 1. Should be enough. Click on OK. Right click or start. Awesome. Now what I thought, instead of making another video, while you're here, I think we should add some more tools. So let's do that. And by the way, I've got a list of the commands to get all these tools. It'll be in the description. Description or the comments somewhere. I'll have to fit some space for all that. But all right, so we're up to a good start here. We have a couple of additional tools I'd like to install. So we've got Juice Shop, which is installed. We'll have to test that, by the way, to make sure that was installed. So we've got, let's take stock now. We've installed Docker so that we can run Docker containers. We've installed WebGoat. We have installed Juice Shop. Anything that I haven't asked you to install means that it's already there. It will be there, especially after this sudo, after the upgrade that we've just performed. So then what I want to also install later is WebScarab and ZAP proxy. They're the 2 extra software tools that I'd like to install. So I'm just going to maximize that because so far so good. It's been really successful. So it should be happy now. It's working a bit hard, but that's okay. I think I did install Juice Shop. It's been such a long time I had to wait. I've actually forgotten. I'll have to find out now. Okay, let's click on terminal. What was the last thing I ran? WebGoat. Yeah, looks like, well, I'll find out in a second. So I'm going to do a, let's do sudo at, it's been so long, sudo at, I think I have, yeah. It'll complain now. It'll say, you've already got it installed. Okay, it's already been installed. Excellent. But I don't think we tested it. So let's go and test it. So again, it's another browser. We're going to have to go into Firefox. I'm going to have to find a browser that's a lot more lightweight, just for testing purposes. But oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I was testing this WebGoat. We're gonna be playing around with this in one of the next episodes. So while I was waiting, I was practicing my skills. Yeah, so Juice Shop, http:// localhost 3000. I'll have all these commands here ready for you. Oh wait, I think we have to start it, don't we? To start the Juice Shop. Okay, so I'm just going to try that again. What we'll need to do is type in sudo juice shop and run it, so it will run. And we want this web interface, but for me, it didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. Let's have a look. See, it's not running now. So what I might do instead, I might maybe just, I typed in localhost :/42000. That worked. So I'll put that into the notes so that you can follow along. Your port number might be a bit different, but you can see it. It'll tell you that. And to turn it off, make that a bit bigger for you all. To turn it off, you can just write sudo juice shop stop and it will turn it off. So it won't work anymore. Okay, so that's great. That works. So WebGoat works, juice shop works. They're two different applications that we can use to practice our SQL injections and other kinds of web testing. We're on a roll. Everything's working fine. There's a couple more that I want to install. We might as well, since we're in that kind of we are motivated to get these tools there. Now, because I did the update, I wonder if they already came installed. So go to applications at the top. Let's see if they have. The tool that I want to install is WebScarab. No, it doesn't look like. And then ZAP proxy. Nope. Okay, didn't come through. So we'll have to install that ourselves. Really easy. It's sudo apt install WebScarab. Shouldn't take too long. This application, and this is run on the command line, so it's really fast and powerful. And then after that will be install ZAP proxy, and that's it. Our lab should be okay. Maybe we might add some things later that come along. So we do sudo WebScarab, and that should run now. There we go. Oh, it's I'm sorry. That's not a command line interface. That's an actual a GUI. Really, really, really powerful. All right, well, I'm going to close that. So we've got that now. One more, sudo apt install ZAP proxy. And we'll test that, and that'd be it for this video. Then we'll get into the real fun stuff. So far we've been installing and installing Kali, installing Metasploitable, installing the tools. It's not a lot of fun, right? But the fun's just about to begin. Nice. So we'll do run it, sudo zap proxy, and that will start running the application very shortly. There we go. That's Zap. Another very powerful tool. So if Burp Suite Community Edition is really good, but it's not as good as the real Burp Suite, the one that you pay for. If you can't afford it, which I can't, unless people start subscribing and liking it, which will never. I don't think even it will take ages and ages for that to happen. But ZAP proxy and WebScarab and SQL map, which we will go through later on, are really great alternatives. So. Okay, so whatever. I'm going to close that now. We'll go through these tools another episodes. But that is all. We have set the lab up. We're ready to go. One more thing we have to do for our lab, because we don't need the internet now. We're set. What we'll do is we'll go into, don't forget to do this, because we want to be able to annoy Metasploitable later. We want to hack into that other machine via IP. So we're going to put Kali Linux back into the host only adapter right there. Okay, and that is it for today. That's I hope you've had fun. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I've had a lot of fun. I've enjoyed, apart from that, waiting a lot. But I'd really like to thank you for watching. Thank you.